It's effing pull day again.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! I know. It's ludicrous. It is ludicrous. This hair. Do you want to enable Ask Siri? No, leave me alone. What's Siri trying to... What did she hear that she feels...
She heard my experience the whole day.
Maybe. Oh, she wants in on pull day.
Yeah.
She wants to pull some data.
Yeah. She already is.
Roll. When you get around to it, grab yourself one of these things. The lighter, the better. This one is very heavy and narrow. I've lost my mind in thinking I could do this. Alice, you can get yourself a band from that bag.
Okay.
When you're ready.
Yep.
So, elbows are in, wrists are out, press, and stretch back, and then down. Up and back, and then down. Keep it going. Loosen them babies up. Think of holding baby Simba or something. You're lifting straight up and then back, okay? So it's not that. It's not a forward reach. It's straight up with parallel forearms and back. And when you get toward the top, don't lean back. So I'm not doing that. See, I'm substituting by doing this. I'm not getting full shoulder flexion. Instead, I'm sneaking in like a low back extension. Why would I do that? The worst thing I could do. The worst possible thing I could do. One more.
Oh, there are worse things I could do.
There you go. Just do that. I can't barely budge this thing because it's heavy. Where are you going?
I'm going here.
Snaking on through.
Yeah.
Like a little prowler.
This one is too heavy for me.
Oh, this is too heavy.
Give me that one.
This will just be a warm-up.
I'll
Next
take
up.
that one.
Oh, this one's plenty heavy. See what I'm doing? It's like I'm going to flick this band at Alice. See this? Where's your safety goggles? Whenever somebody is about to flick a band at you, you should be wearing your safety goggles.
Or I should just hang out with people who won't flick bands at me.
Moses would call those chickens. 8, 7, 6, 5. And switch. So, do you have a chin-up bar and or a TRX that can be hanged vertically? Hung vertically, right? People are hanged, tapestries are hung.
I think it's correct.
What I like about this is it's waking up this forward arm too. Okay, this is gonna be awful because of reasons like we're doing some jumping jacks, just wide, narrow, and then if you feel so inclined, you can squat a little bit deeper. You can actually do straight up jumping jacks if you so choose. Let's get that blood pumping. B-L-U-D, blood. Okay, march. And if that's pretty easy, you can turn that into a nice little high knee thing going on here where I'm going right, left, just a bouncing up and down for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 12. So good at counting. You heard this? You hearing all these numbers coming out of me backwards? I'm able to say the numbers in descending order. 2 and 1. Okay, so we're going to be in here. We're going to be a pulling. Option 1, TRX only at a slight decline. Option 2, you will be hanging directly beneath your TRX or your chin-up bar or something. So I'll show you what I mean by that. This is going to hang in the door. These are going to hang from it so that it's straight up and down. Because if you have the TRX just in your door, it might be at a 45-degree angle because you can't get the door locked. Well, I'm setting that up, though. I'm going to have you do this. Pull aparts, like so. Make sense? Alice, why don't you use this one, for it is much with heaviness. And
I was trying to sneak by, grabbing a lighter one.
it was wise to your game. I'm going to bring them with me so they can see what craziness I get up to. So, check it out. This guy, he's going to go over there, and then I will loop it through. So you just have to be careful when you do this. You don't try to go at an angle. This is only for if you were to go straight up and down. Now, if you just are outside and you have a tree limb, I am envious. Option B is you can use this thing in between just two level objects. So I think we've shown you guys in the past how we can just use our countertops. We suspend the chin-up bar or a broomstick or something heavy or strong across them, so then you can do horizontal rows, because that's what we're after here. We're trying to do horizontal rowing, or chinning, or pull-ups rather. Yeah, it's not a chin-up, it's a whole body up. So that is probably a little low, but I'll just show you what we're up to. So, see, if I pull forward, it's going to come away from the wall a little bit up there. We don't want that. So you would not use this setup if you were going to be away from your door. But since I'm going to be straight underneath it, these are a little short, but actually, you know what? They're not. They're perfect, as luck would have it. All right, and I'm just going to get right to it. Away I go. Now, I much like the other handles because you can kind of loop your hands through them and it's easier on the grip, but this is not the end of the world.
Is there a specific angle of the elbows?
You can mix that up. I like to go at a slightly flared out. Don't go really wide like that, and don't go fully tucked. I kind of like to go in between the two. But if you find you have a personal preference, do that.
Okay. Reps the days.
Reps the days, and that's enough reps. Ugh. Okay, Al, no warm up for you. Get right to it.
I did not warm up. I was just kidding. You're right. No warm up set. I get what you're saying. I hear ya.
Should we do a little more warming up? If you so desire. Now, what if loyal subjects at home don't have any TRXing? I will show you the band alternative. Go, Alice. You would take your band, okay, nice and wide here, and then I would pull like that. If that's too heavy, pull one side. Internet unstable. Got that message yesterday. We're gonna have to play. Good. Now. Okay. Keeping it somewhat simple today. We're just gonna keep doing this back and forth for a little while. If you are doing the banded rows, maybe shoot for 3 per arm. We are going to do 3 more sets of this for a total of 4. Take as much rest as you need. So after this next set, we will probably start slowing down, or rather just extending the breaks. So you see the idea is I want to be directly under my straps. So if the door was there, I can't be directly under the straps because the door's in the way of my feet. So to suspend these things, I needed my chin-up bar. If you just have a strong beam Maybe that works. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
2 more.
What? 2 more?
2 more.
All right. Oh, your turn. 20? Okay, yeah, that's a good number. Ain't nothing magical about perfectly horizontal, and if that is too tough for you, by all means, don't bother. Just try to do the incline. And just be conscious of the hips. They can sag a little bit, just don't let them go too high. Like, you don't want your hips above your shoulders. Alice is doing great. She's doing a pause sit. Fingers might be the things to fail. Want to know a fun fact? The way I'm standing, this is more restful. You will recover more quickly with these slightly bent knees and hands on your knees like this, straight elbows. They did a study. For years, athletes were being yelled at by their coach. Stand up. They might even tell them, like, put your arms over your head to improve your breathing. Ain't true. Standing, slouching like that. You see NBA players, like, at the free throw line, going like this. And the coach would scream, the coach with his big old gut saying, you're being lazy, stand up. They were actually getting more oxygen by doing this. I forget the reasoning. I think it might have had something to do with less energy is being expended, or like your diaphragm can more effortlessly do its thing. Something like that.
Very interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Very interesting.
There's a lot of stuff where the old-timey coaches should have just gotten out of the athlete's way. Running, for example. Running, coaches used to say this stuff about the arms, like over-coaching, telling them how to swing. There's more of like there's different images for it. Throw your hands down as you run. Do like a double pump. That's actually better. And if you watch slow-mo footage of runners, sprinters and marathon, fast and slower speed. What was I saying about this? It helps us recover. Yeah. You'll find they do this. Their arms kind of do a double pump. So yeah, coaches sometimes just need to shut up. All right. There was there's the lips to tips. Yeah, that's right. Lips to tips. They used to say, don't listen to them.
Tips to lips.
Tips to lips. Yeah, lips to tips.
Yeah.
That would give you a headache. All right, round 3?
Yep.
All right, since I got 20 last time, I will attempt 20 this time. Now, I probably could have my feet elevated, but I'm going for more, high rep. 20 is high rep. So if I elevate my feet, I would be doing fewer. Here, you count now? I'm not. I forgot to count.
10. Oh. Three more. Okay, full disclosure, I thought I was counting, and then I was adjusting the camera, and then I think I was still counting when you asked, and 10 was what popped into my head, so I went with it. So you did at least 20, maybe a few more.
It turned out to be a good number. Yeah. It felt right. I
have done 20 the last 2, and the first time I had to take a break at 13, and then I had to really struggle for 19 and 20. Last time I took a break at 10, I had to really struggle for 15 to 20. We're going to see what's going to happen.
Okay.
It's like it quickly declined for me.
We're still, and even with my monologue, we're not taking very long breaks. Like my forearms and whatnot are rather pumped. The pump. Look, everyone, we have Lysol now. We didn't We were nervous that we were going to die, but we have Lysol. We have wipes. We are rolling in it. Disinfecting for days.
Oh,
How'd you do?
I did 20.
Nice.
I got a little herky jerky, and I started to use my torso to get me up. But, you know,
You did the worm.
doing the best I could. So yeah, we do have some Lysol. We were out for a bit, and now we do. So that's good. How many? So that was set 3.
We're going to do one more set.
Holy moly!
After this, we're going to take the jungle gym down and do just some chin-ups. I'm going to do them weighted. I'm going to have a kettlebell on my footy. Alice is going to do negatives. For those at home, if you don't have a chin-up bar or you are not able to do chin-ups, if you have the band, put the band in the door at the middle, and then lean way over so that you're replicating a pull that is in line with your torso. For that is what a chin-up is, right? As I pull, forearms are in line, they're parallel with my trunk. Whereas right now we're doing rows. My arms are perpendicular to my trunk. Right?
Mhm.
I know you're probably tired of using bands if that's what you're using to do your rows, but them's the breaks.
I wish I could use bands.
No bands for you.
I know. To do pull-ups.
Yeah.
To do negatives.
Yeah.
So hard.
We'll use bands later. The people who possibly already used bands twice at that point, they can hang up. You can go.
Or they could stay.
Or you can stay.
Don't
It's gonna be
project.
different. It's gonna be different. I won't
dig it.
project. You're right.
They might dig it. I would dig it. Bands pulling in 3 different angles.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay. So last round, I will try for 20. See, I'm tempted to just swing under, but I know it's
Can't do
loosey-goosey
it.
up there. Oh,
15.
mm-hmm.
Nicely done.
Nice. Since I'm already here, I'm going to do just a few more reppies.
Great.
Why not?
Right.
Yeah, I ran out.
7 extra.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you the last one.
Yeah. Sometimes something burns. Sometimes you just kind of can't move.
Yep.
That was me just now.
Yeah.
All right, well, you're doing these. I'm going to fetch my kettlebell. Yeah.
Oof.
See, it's rowing prowess like that that tells me Alice could totally be doing chin-ups. Because there's lots of carryover. She can do 20 of these, she could be chinning. But there's some interesting disconnect. They're coming now. They're coming. Speaking of chins, that's what we're doing now.
You want to be faced up?
Yeah, let's face up.
Great.
All Alright, so as you can see, I'm removing my straps, my Jungle Gym XT. How often do you think brands, when they just give 2 letters to something, it actually stands for something?
Well,
Like-
that stands for like extreme or something.
Something. Like so often when like a car, you know, the MX-15 or something like that, you Google it, you find out, oh, mid-sized, extra something, and it's came out in 20, something like that. It actually does stand for something.
Yeah, I think when you see things that are acronyms,
They actually are
they're
acronyms.
acronyms.
So when people say LOL, they actually mean laugh out loud. They don't mean LOL. Like it isn't just a collection of letters.
Well, now it's kind of.
Now it is. They're not. No one. Who has laughed out loud and typed LOL in the last 10 years? I write ha 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 if I'm actually laughing.
Sometimes I do that a little.
I read it as ironic.
Yeah.
Or sarcastic.
Yeah.
All right, enough rest. So
You're just gonna put that on your foot.
I'm going to just hold this kettlebell with my foot. Oh, that's right. We use the belt.
You had done the belt, but you can hold it with
I'm just
your
going to
foot.
hold it with my foot.
That's gonna be impressive.
It's awkward, but it'll work. So, yeah, you can't probably see, but my foot is under the handle, and away I go.
That's where it is. He's just holding it with the resting on top of his foot. There you go. Good job, man. Get it.
I will do the other foot on the next set.
All right.
Your turn.
Holy moly. Not expected to happen that fast.
You can rest longer if need be. So Alice going to do some negs. She's going to hop on up.
And remember, I did these yesterday too.
You did.
I did 5 total.
Uh-huh. That's
How many sets of this are we doing?
2.
Okay.
Just 2.
It's good for me to mentally prepare.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not telling you my number in my head.
That's fine. And I'm not going to say nothing.
Likely story. Okay. Woo. Okay.
Good job, man. That's a PR, right? That's the most number of negative chins you've ever done, at least under my watch. I could be mistaken. So, I'm still recovering, and while I am, I will explain this idea, which you already know, because I just showed you a second ago, but I'm just going to further illustrate. This would be anchored about yay high. Package.
Who is it? Great, thank you.
Likely story. This would be anchored in the middle, okay? You'd lean over and you'd be rowing that way or pulling that way so that you're in this pitched over position. Capiche? So that way you're mimicking the pull down. You can use one band or you can connect a whole bunch of bands, which is my preference, because with a bunch of bands together, you make the load less varied, more constant. See this? Voila. Now that is a longer band, basically. All right, I think I've recovered long enough. So now my left foot has the bell. That was a good time. Al's turn.
Alright. This is gonna be something. Yeah, I got my number in my head. Let's see.
Last set O chins.
Alright. Alright.
Way to go, Aloysius.
Thanks, man.
Okay,
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we
we're
doing?
done with that. Can I task you with be careful that you don't stumble over all my crap? Move this stuff back a good bit.
Fantastic.
See my door anchor? That's going in the dough. Oh yeah. Chin-up bars have to come out of dough. Alright. So, speaking of looped cables or looped band, I've got 3 on here, including my 2 light ones.
Woo!
Why, Sean? Why?
Everyone wants to know. Why, Sean? Why?
Because I don't want this thing to be extra heavy at the finish, but I want it heavy enough at the beginning. So here's the plan. Big old fly like that. So this weight doesn't change much.
An
Because-
external one.
Yeah.
We've done internal.
I think we've done reverse flies. It's just been a good while. Usually we just do those pull aparts at the beginning. That kind of checks that box, but we're doing it today. So I go across my body and then I pull out. And you'll notice that when you get to here, there's actually much less work being done. Because right there, I'm not stretching the band anymore. But still go that far. So it's all the way out and then just slightly back. I probably could go a little farther, but I want to really feel this one. So this was a good choice, because if I was farther, I think I might be like cheating a little and like, bending my elbow like that. Don't bend your elbow. However, guess what? We're gonna do a superset. You're gonna do max reps like this, then you're gonna turn and just do a high rep, high row. Alice, can you back up just a little bit more? Okay, I'm turning. You won't really see me, but see the direction I'm rowing? I'm just gonna try not to bash my elbow on the wall. And I'm just doing a high pull here. We are making good time today, man. We're gonna do, I think, 1, maybe 2 sets per side. We'll see what kind of time it is. Because I still am thinking of finishing with a bicep curl. Oh, I could be over a little more so I can relax less. What? Relax more. Okay, Al, your turn.
Wowza.
You'll be fine. You gotta knock it out of the park. So straight arm, wherever you can muster. That might be too far out. Let's see. Ah, not bad. You got it.
You know. How many sets do we want?
We'll do 1 reps, go to failure. Go to you get a good burn up through yonder. Magnificent.
You're very sweet.
Yes, try to, all kidding aside, choke yourself on this one. Aim for your very upper chest. She's doing a phenomenal job of uninvolving this. Trap still might talk to you a little bit. It's not the end of the world unless it really hurts.
Mine are jibber jabber jaws right
Yeah.
now.
I'm going to show you a trick. May or may not work. With Alice, I think I've done this before, but I've had mixed results. Okay, Alice, go ahead and fly and just fight that tension. So I'm trying to lift her shoulder the whole time she does this pull apart. Too pinchy?
No.
It's gonna, in a t-shirt, it's in a sleeveless shirt, it's not.
Too pinchy. We should do the other set when I'm not tired. We should
Good point.
start with
I'll go a little
this.
later. 4 more.
Okay.
4, 3, good job. 2, great. Okay, it wasn't visibly shrugging, and now she's just going to do a high pull.
So it was all here and very little here.
All right.
Just like, you know, your body takes over.
When your body takes over. Is that how that song goes? Kelly Rowland. The third child of Destinies. Nice.
The second one. She was no longer than Michelle.
Ah, there you go.
But not as long as some of the others. No, she might have been one of the original. Here you go. All right. Let's do this thing to you.
Oh, I don't know if I need it, but you can.
Well, I don't think I needed it either, but apparently that wasn't an option. Now was it?
Hey, that thing froze.
It's supposed to be under your arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Arm, armpit, whatever.
Okay, straighten your arm. It's a little bent.
The little bend is okay.
Compared
You
to the
don't
last
want it locked. A little, like a
Uh-huh.
3-degree bend is okay. Somebody tuned in now, they would think, oh, they're doing BFR. What's BFR? Blood flow restriction. I'm not into it, but basically you do like a tourniquet and then you do your curls or something. I'll do 2 more. 1 more. Okay. Thanks, Bill. Rose. Everything's coming up, Rose.
But,
It's not doing anything to the molding, is it?
oh, you're fine. You're fine.
How many are we doing? Just go till you get a good burn. Same with the first one. If you want to count them out, if that helps you, by all means. I mean, I'll be honest, I did more rows before because I was trying to get to 20. I probably would have stopped at 17. Am I a little too tucked? Yeah, I do want to be fairly high. And you're right, I was a little on the low side. 3 more.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll let you be.
You know, if you're gonna do it, no, go ahead. But we gotta start with it. I'm game to start with it. But then I would like to do a drop set and get it out of the way.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try to be more here.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So I'm trying to shrug her shoulder. She's trying to fight it. And maybe that gets her to activate her lower traps, her lats a little bit more. Doesn't mean you're a failure if that's not happening. It's more like just comfort. Like if you don't like the feeling of your neck and trap tightening up, that's why things like this are worth doing. Now, with some people, maybe they have a history of shoulder problems, and so tricks like this might help them get some back work done without feeling their shoulder.
I'm good without that.
Go.
Messy.
Yeah, I want to do another set after these. So after this, we're just going to do a set of curls, and then we're going to go home. So the time is 6:41 Eastern Standard. We started at like 5 after. So it's a good one.
They're all good ones.
Yeah, but time-wise, we were flying. I like when we get a lot done in a reasonable amount of time. You know, by all means, if somebody wants to keep going and train for an hour, all right, do another round of these, maybe another one of these supersets.
Yeah, we'll be adding in abs at the end.
Oh,
Off camera.
we are?
Yeah. Off camera. You're good. Really.
How horrid. Where's my socks? I think they're in the other room. Don't mind me. I'm getting socks because to do these curls, I don't want to be barefoot.
All right. Do I take some of these minutes out?
I think we have no, we do not have enough. Yes, do please unravel those. So, with or without socks, I prefer them because otherwise the band, as you curl it, can be annoying on the feetsies. All right, I'm just gonna go with single one.
Use the black if you're using.
Yeah, you'll use the black.
Or should I use the orange?
You could try it. Just stand somewhat wide-footed.
Oh, you're like Captain.
All right. So I'm standing on the band. It's under both of my feet. I'm in this position like so. I've got a little bit of slack in the center of the band. So that, man, I lighted this terribly. Look how backwards we are.
Pull it forward. You can now.
I guess now we
use
can.
all of this space.
She's right. Alice is right. This may help.
Or we could just back up and I'll get you in frame.
A little bit.
All right.
A little less atrocious.
Yeah, and you could even go into the kitchen and we could have space there.
My head.
Yeah.
Okay. So, slack in the middle. Now I begin my curls.
So he's standing on the band in case you can't see it because he's too close to the camera. No way.
No? You did one? These are just so mean to the poor handies. It's much nicer on my feet, though, with the socks. So, yeah, guys, just do this to failure. And then, according to Alice, one more set of abs if you so desire. What were you thinking?
I don't know yet. When we get down onto the floor, we'll just do some abs.
Well, I say we leave it running then. Why not? And that gives folks the option. Doing a millisecond rest, and then I'm going to try to get like 5 more. That's hard.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to bring this in here.
Okay. poison of angle.
I'll go over here.
Great. Beautiful Latin.
Yeah, much nicer. Okay.
I guess we just do some good old fashioned crunches, man.
All right, I'm game.
Plenty of space. Let's just start. Feet planted and hands behind your head.
You can start. I'm just moving this guy over to you.
Come over. We're gonna be this angle. And then Sean's gonna join me right up in here.
Oh, they're gonna be under the.
They don't have to be. Then reaching your chest up to the ceiling.
Good old crunches. Hold down.
All right, then go left shoulder to right knee, right shoulder to left knee, and alternate that way. I think we're keeping your elbows wide. I really like to think about shoulder to leg rather than elbow to leg. 10 more. 10 more of these. Sorry, not just 10 more crunches. 10 more of these. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach your hands forward. Tuck your chin to your chest. Come up and look at your belly button or look at your pelvis. And then take your hands and shift side to side, reaching for your ankles.
I'm gonna burn, man.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind your head. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Pull your belly button down. Just another round of pulses up. Another round of just basic crunches. Pull your belly button in and up. 10 more. Chest up to the ceiling. And we're good.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, thank you, my dear.
Good
Hey,
job.
That's a PR for me. Okay, thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
I have it on good authority that tomorrow's leg day. Because we're crazy human beings. God, I need a haircut. 66. What March 12th we decided was. I'm going on like 4 months since a haircut. I think that's too long.